Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Stepping for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I beat no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weeping and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the owner. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe. And there's only one God.
Primo Lopez, the takeover, two-time undisputed world champion.
Oh, goodness gracious. Why must we do this? Why do we have to start the show with messing up and giving a bad vibe to our guests with this nonsense? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's show. And just please pardon BVO with that whole little clip, that he just put up there. So just mind him. He's gonna need to be on his best behavior. But we got Melanie Queen, the beautiful Queen, Melanie Queen 27 in the house. And of course, my brother, the debater, D-Free. How y'all feeling?
I'm good. I thought she'd be back in a second.
Yeah,
I'm good. Another great Tuesday. Made it through the day.
Yeah, made it through the day, man.
Oh man.
You ready for the I'm ready to see what's going to happen, man. I want to see what's going to happen with all the matches. The undercard is the main attraction, even though we know who's the main event. This is just my honest opinion, and I will not sway away from it, no matter who is in this position. And he's the one in this position right now. So it's very interesting that tonight's topic is he an all-time great? Now, I can kill that with a one-punch knockout. But since we got to talk about it, we're going to carry it on because it's just really a simple answer.
We're going to carry you for 12 rounds. We're going to carry you for 12 rounds.
We're going to carry it for 12 rounds. It's not even a conversation that should have any duration on it. That's for people who want to waste time. I don't want to waste time when it comes to talking boxing. All right, Price, say you're about to pull up. You good, Melanie Queen?
I'm good. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
What's
going on, Prize Fighter?
What's going on? I had something to do real quick. I'm back in the game, though. I'm good.
You sound about 5 pounds lighter.
Yeah. You already know.
I already know, man. Yeah, coming feeling good.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about, Prize. We got Melanie Queen in our house. So we can start the show off. Melanie Queen, you here right now. So you're going to be doing your thing tonight. So what you want to get into? The show is yours.
All right. First, I want to say we want to thank our sponsors for tonight's show, The Breakfast Box and The Smoke Shop. If you're in the Akron, Canton area, make sure you stop by the Smoke Shop for your flower and cannabis needs. Welcome, everybody, to BVO Boxing TV. Salute, D-Free, Crush, and Prize Fighter. and we're going to get the show started. First question, is Bud Crawford a star in the world of boxing?
I'll go ahead and start it off. We'll go around the board. I'll start it off, and then we'll go backwards on the next question. Start off with prize on the next question.
I bet.
Bud Crawford, I would say yes, he's a star in the sport of boxing. I mean, if you watch boxing, you know who Bud Crawford is, and to be a star, you have to be known in the sport that you playing in. So I would say yes, he's a star. Now there's different types of stars. There's superstars, there's regular stars, and then there's upcoming stars. But Bud Crawford, he's a star in the sport of boxing. I wouldn't call him a superstar, but he's a star in the sport of boxing. I'll go ahead and pass it to Crush.
Yes, I would second those emotions, those thoughts right there. He is a star, not a superstar, but he's a very bright star in the sport of boxing. There's nothing else to say, Prize Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I think he's a star. If you watch boxing, you know who Terrence Crawford is. You know what? I mean, I don't want to go superstars a little pushing it, like with Free and Crush said. But he did make an appearance on WWE. That was really, really big. Good exposure for him. And they got to know who he is. If you make it to wrestling, they know who you are, bro. So I will say, yeah, to answer your question, he's absolutely a star. A superstar, that remains to be seen.
Okay. All right. Next question. Why are there still $5,000 tickets available for this event?
Sheesh.
You started off, Prize.
It's on me. Say that again. It's only how many tickets? Say that again.
It says, why are there still 5,000 tickets available for this event? There's still 5,000 tickets available.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. I don't know where that number is coming from. I don't know where that came from, but I mean, nobody knows who the guy is. Isn't where they fighting at? Isn't it a big arena or what they fighting at? Ain't it like a big place?
In the BMO stadium in Los Angeles.
Okay, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe nobody wants to see that fight, I guess, but nevertheless, it's still a packed card. So I'm shocked at that. I know Terrence Crawford is headlining, but I mean, if you look at that card, man, it's pretty stacked. So I'm pretty sure that 5,000 will pull up, that number will drop, man. It'll be all right.
Oh, well, let me go last. The reason why is the fact because, come on, people, we not going to slow drag this. I would just pick it up while the pieces is there, like the average white man. Because he don't sell, it's because of his opponent. No one is really happy with his opponent. I've been talking about this. Everyone has a right not to be happy with his opponent. Now we start off with the question, is he a star? I see what D1 is saying. Well, what I meant by that and my meaning is because of his performance of what he does. He's a great finisher. That's what I mean. That was my terminology of him being a star, because I understand everything that D1 is saying. And those things there in his comment, you have to sell to be a star, but you can also be a star by the way you perform. But it's because who he's fighting. No one cares about this guy with 11 fights and he got a belt from Casper the Ghost or wherever he got it from. Nobody cares about that. This is a guy who's getting big honor praise as one of the best in pound for pound in the world. So still with that being said, he's well preserved. His resume, we could talk about that because he hasn't fought really none of the best at their very best. I'm just being honest. But if you're getting mad about it, so what? I'm being honest. This is just what it is. So we got to pull all the layers back before we go jumping into the Fast and Furious and crashing into a wall when we talk about these things. So the reason is that because look what he's fighting. Nobody wants to see that ish. At the Errol Spencer should be much bigger. He's reaching further than he's reaching too far because he's reaching for someone that don't need him, and that man is not interested in helping him, and that man has every right because he's reaching out for help. Because now he's in a position, damn, I done beat this guy, but why am I not the mass appeal like Guru and DJ Premier? Well, you're not the most fan friendly guy, so it's a lot of things you have to have some sort of charisma, something that gravitates people to you besides what you do in the ring. We fans of guys who be getting their ass knocked out. We fans of Rolly Romero because he has a gimmick with it. He had people like to hear this guy talk. So he's a very dry guy when it comes to promoting. And he's a hell of a fighter. So we got to pull these things back and then reboot them to see exactly what it is once it's properly planted and bloomed properly. So that's what it is. He don't have the mass appeal. Nobody's interested in this guy. I think he undersold Boots, and a lot of people feel as though the Boots in this fight would have did more numbers. So he's like downplaying it, man. I'm not gonna use the word duck. I'm gonna be nice. But he's downplaying it, man, and it kind of backfired. I guarantee you, if you would have gave that man a shot, man, we'll be talking about it sold out already. Wow, look at this because this is a test. Because we get to see him still well preserved in his late prime come up and school one of the most dangerous up and coming fighters in the game. That's good for legacy. That's good for sales. That's good for attention. We say the casuals run the sport. The casuals would have ate it up, and our diehard asses would have been there too. Sorry if I took too long.
All right. I'm a agree with Prize Fighter and my man Crush. The reason why there's still so many tickets left, a lot of people don't know who the opponent is. The man only had 11 fights. Then you also got to look at the fact that this fight hasn't been promoted the way it should be because, like we all said, it's a nice card. It's a nice card. If they was to promote it and promote it properly, it probably will be less tickets that are still available, if any will be still available. And also, it's the fact that he's not a superstar, and that was the reason why I said he's a star. Yeah, he's a star. You can be a star and not be a draw. You can still be a star. So yeah, he's just not a big draw, and that was one of the things that Top Rank had a problem with him as well. He wasn't a big draw. So when you in a fight and you have so many tickets left and you just coming off the biggest pay-per-view you ever done when it comes to yourself and Earl Spence as two-time undisputed, you should have capitalized on that moment. And the way you capitalize on that moment is putting a dance partner in the ring that everybody want to see you in the ring with. That's how you capitalize on the moment and you go from being a star to being a superstar because you put that dance partner in there that everybody want to see you with. That's the reason why Tank Davis and Garcia went from Tank doing only 250, 300,000 pay-per-view to doing 1.2 million because it was a dance partner that Tank Davis was in there with that everybody wanted to see him fight. That's how you plateaued from being a star to a superstar. You got to take advantage of the moments when it's there. When all the eyes are on you, how you get more eyes by giving what the fans want to see. That's the reason why it's still so many tickets sell. They haven't promoted it properly, and the dance partner is not the dance partner that everybody want to see Bud in there with.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
Okay, and the next question, Crush, you kind of touched on this, is Bud Crawford attitude costing him money?
I started off this time. Yes, it's been costing him money. He has a very stick attitude. Let's just be honest. He's got a funky attitude. People, it's funky like a cesspool. We putting the skills and the talent and all that to the side because we're talking about his attitude. And see, this is why They got to understand business. They got to know what's productive and what's not. They don't have anyone really giving them the game to the business. But guess what? We have fighters that have done it. Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia. You know, you got to put yourself out there. You got to make yourself likable. You can't go in there, oh, I'm going to just be mean street and whip everybody ass. Good, we want to see you do that, but then you be mean outside and towards the public. It's going to bite you on the behind. And that's what it's been doing to this man. And Shakur Stevenson has the same exact problem.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
He's you going free? Go ahead.
No, you go. You go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like the way he went about the Earl Spence fight, I think that's where he lost a lot of people at, because everybody that I know and the people that I watched back in them days, we all rooted for Terrence Crawford for undisputed at 140. We all rooted for him. We all, every fight, we was like, one more, he got 2 more to go. You know, we watched him collect the belts. You know, then he moved up the welterweight, and then that's when I think when it was time to get down with the Earl Spence thing, I think people didn't like the way he was moving. He re-signed with Top Rank. It was just certain things. He was saying stuff. You know, Earl Spence, he's marketable. Like he was touching, you know, tapping in with the hood on YouTube with some, you know, giving out interviews. Earl was making his face known. He's like a likable person. I think that Terrence Crawford lost the majority of his fan base when he was going through that thing with Earl, because a lot of the blame was on him. You know, and people might not like that, but that's just what it was. People blamed him for the fight not happening when they wanted to, and then it happening too late. And you've seen the result of that. That fight should have easily did 1 million. If they would have fought when they were supposed to, that fight would have easily did 1 million pay-per-views. The fans were pissed. You know, Bud took a lot of the blame, and that's why I think the people don't like him. I still like him, but Crush is right. His attitude, you know, is funny. It's weird, but you know, that's why I think that he lost, you know, the fans, the public at that Earl thing.
Yeah. His attitude has always been an issue. We saw when he went overseas to the I forgot what fight it was. He went to go watch somebody fight overseas, and he said the UK fans are the best fans in the world. Well, you're not from the UK. Your fan base is in the United States. And then you go on YouTube and said all of the black fans, they don't have money, they broke, they don't buy the pay-per-views. You putting down your own fan base. So when you do things like that, and then I've heard of situations where Bud is not as approachable when he's in the public. When you do things like that, that tears fans away from you. You wanna bring the fans on, because those are the ones that pay for your big bags, the big bags that you want to get. Those fans that you talked about and you didn't want to sign a autograph for, those are the fans that pays for those big bags. Because if you're not doing those 15-20 million dollar live gates, you ain't getting that 15-20 million dollar pay-per-view. I mean, 15-20 million dollar guarantee. That's the reason why Canelo get so many big pay-per-views and get so many big guarantees, is because he's likable with his fans. His fans love him. Same thing with Tank Davis. The fans love him. Now they both do have haters, but for the most part, the fans love those individuals because they cater to their fans. Tank Davis went back and bought his old hood and rebuilt his old hood. Canelo Alvarez put on a pay-per-view and didn't charge nobody for the whole country of Mexico. They got to watch the pay-per-view for free. So things like that you do for your fans, it brings in more fans. So when you put down the fan base that you do have and you disrespect them and things like that, people ain't gonna like you. They respect you in the ring, but they're not gonna like you outside the ring. That's the thing that Floyd Mayweather had problems with. People liked him in the ring. They didn't like him outside the ring. A lot of these top level boxers have those issues. They're likable in the ring. Outside the ring, they're not likable. because they have bad attitudes, and unfortunately, we buy the fights and we continue them to put on fights because we love the sport. But if this was the real world and you was doing that and we didn't have to pay for it, oh, you wouldn't be getting the views from me. You wouldn't be getting the views from me. I wouldn't watch you if you was on free TV. And I mean, because you're not going to put me down and expect that I'm still going to spend money on you. Nah, I don't. It don't work that way. But yeah, he always had a problem with his attitude. That was the one thing that everybody always talked about. He's very arrogant. He act like everything is supposed to be given to him. But you in the sport of boxing, you got to earn what you want. You got to earn the respect of the opponents. You got to earn the respect of the fans. So this is boxing. This ain't whatever you want to call it, where you could just walk around and just get the respect. You ain't that dude.
Yep. That's why you see teams like in other sports have fan appreciation day. They try to, like, the owners or whatever, try to give back to the fans, because we, at the end of the day, we're going to be the one that buy the pay-per-views. We're going to be the one that buy the tickets and the concessions and the beers and and the hotel. Everybody make money when there's a big fight in town, So everybody's happy, but if there's a star coming through there. But yeah, man, I think that Terrence lost his people when that whole Earl thing. That just rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, dog. Like, I mean, what y'all think? I mean, would you agree? Do you think that was the bulk of it? Like how he moved in that, like what he was saying, the fight ain't happening. 1 week he say that, then the next week he come on saying something else, and he was all over the place, and people was like, "Yo, this dude is lame, bro. He could, he, this and that about him." But I mean, I think that's where it went wrong. That's where he lost his fans at, with the Earl thing, and you mix that like what D3 said. Is he approachable? I don't know, but there's stories that he's not. So but if you mix them two together, then you get nothing but 5,000 ticket sales, 5,000 tickets still left over. That's what happens.
Well, who do you guys think is the best fighter at 154?
I say Jamel Charlo. Until somebody whoop him. How can you not say he's not the best one? People are already saying this guy Bud's fighting him. Nobody know the man. Now all of a sudden he's number one. He's the best 54-pounder out there. Until he get whooped and the titles get took for him getting whooped, like Ali said, and how's they the champ? Jamel Charlo is still the number one, especially if he comes back. If he comes back and he gets active, he's number one, but he automatically number one to me. But I'm pretty sure the brothers might disagree, but go ahead.
No, I mean, I mean, you can't disagree. Jamel Charlo is the linear champion. He's the man right now. So until somebody beat the man, he is the man. So yeah, Jamel Charlo is the best at the division. He's the undisputed champion. He didn't lose his belts. The belts was taken from him. But like I said, when you beating everybody there was to beat, and you become the linear champion, you are the man. The same way that Josh Taylor was the man at 140. He beat everybody there was to beat. He became the undisputed champion, the linear champion. The only person he lost to was Tio. So Tio became the linear champion.
Number one at 140, Tio is.
Yeah. So Tio became the linear champion at 140. And so
hold on, let me stop you real quick, D3, because and shout out to like that, and shout out to everybody in the chat. I see the brother Jay Hardcore, and shout out to William and Solomon and all them in the chat. Jay, like that says we're delusional. He said these dudes delusional. Bud is the best at 54. I disagree with that because he ain't fought at 54.
He just got to the weight class.
I mean, Bud, how can you say Bud is the best at 54? He hasn't fought there. And it's not a given that he's going to win on Saturday. We believe that he's going to win. We believe he's the better fighter, but it's not a given that he's going to win. It's not a given. If it was a given, then go bet your daggone life savings, your mother's life savings, your house. Go bet your neighbor's house. Go bet everything you got on it that he's going to win the way you believe he's going to win. Go bet it, because it's not a given. If it was a given, everybody be sitting here spending all their money betting on Bud. So that's the reason why we have to see these fights. So I can't say Bud is the best at 54 when he's never fought there. We don't even know what he's going to look like. We don't know how he's going to handle the punches at 54. I mean, we don't know. Now, he has the potential to be the best, but until that happens, he's not the best.
Yep, I agree. Well, we can keep going with the questions, though. My bad, Free. That just jumped out. That just kind of threw me off.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Mel is the man right now at 54. Until somebody beat him and take his linear championship, he is the man. He's the best. Nobody's beating him. The one person that beat him at 54, he came back and knocked him out. So nobody's beating him at 54. That man
William
is
Bud
the best at
totally
54.
delusional.
Yeah, that man is the best at 54.
Yeah, next question, Queen.
Okay, so you guys knew this name was going to come up at some point in time.
Here we go.
Why is Bud Crawford ducking Teofimo Lopez?
We pass. We're not answering that. We're not doing that.
I'm gonna answer it real quick. I'm gonna answer it real quick.
I'm about to say, let Free always got good stuff and stuff like this.
I'm gonna answer this joint real quick because it's not even a waste. You ain't even gotta waste time on it. Bud Crawford is fighting at 54. Tio is still at 40. Next.
That's what I thought.
All right, go ahead, Queen.
All right, next question. Why is Bud holding on to the belts at 147?
Because he's an a-hole. That's all I got.
I'm gonna say this, and somebody mentioned this before, and it was a very good point that they made. I think Bud is holding on to those belts for the reason of what if he does lose? If he does lose, okay, he still got 2 belts at 47. Not to say that he's going to go back down to 47, but he very well may. He may, if he gets beat up badly in this fight on Saturday and he loses, he very well may go back down to 47. He's still a unified champion at 47. But the other reason is he lose on Saturday, he still got those 2 belts. He could become a mandatory for one of those other champions in those sanctioning bodies because he still has those belts. So that's the reason why I believe he's still holding on to those belts as leverage, because if he loses, he needs something to fall back on. If he gives up those belts and he happens to lose, he got to start back from scratch. He don't have nothing to fall back on. It's not a guarantee that anybody's going to give Bud a fight. We already said Bud is not a big draw, so it's not a guarantee that anybody's going to give him a fight. He got to work his way back to a title fight.
Hey, Crush.
I agree with D3. Everything he said. But man, listen. This dude is holding on to it just in case if I don't make it home tonight, like Jaheim. That's what he's doing. So, like D3 had already just broke it down. So need for me to repeat it, even if I put it in different words. He didn't lay the landscape for it. But yeah, that's what he's doing. He's holding on to it for leverage. And let's say if he do win the fight, but who's to say he's going to feel comfortable at the weight, people? D3 made this point. In other words, we don't know how he's going to feel. He don't know how he's going to feel at 54. He could win the fight, but he might say, "Well, man, I feel a little slower." We don't know if his punching power is going to carry. You don't know none of these things until fight night. So these are things that he took into consideration. That's why he's in the position of having the leverage. People, come on, stuff is easy, man. Come on, next question.
Yeah, I agree with the brothers. It's business. That's why he's holding on to the belts.
Yeah.
Not only what the brothers just said, it's business at the end of the day. And I ain't got to go no further than that because both my brothers just broke it down. It's business, people. All the stuff they just said, it just equals up to business. It's a business move.
That means that's paraphrase.
in case he don't feel good, like OG Crush just said, or he keep the belts and like in case he get beat up on and be too small for the weight, he still got 2 belts. He's still in a position to be, a 3-belt holder. He can fight. He already got 2. He can come right out and fight. He'll be a 3-belt holder in one fight if he can go out and win that, because it's a business move, people. Business.
Well said.
Hey, did I miss the number one question, Queen?
Shout out Ariana. Shout out D1.
It was skipped over.
Yourself.
We skipped it.
You were skipped over, man.
Did I miss the question?
Yeah, don't come in slowing up the show right now, BVO.
Here we go. I got.
Don't come in slowing up the show.
I answered that question. I answered that question for y'all. I
already answered it.
It's a travesty, man, what Bud is doing.
I already answered it.
Bud is denying T.O. greatness, man.
Oh, goodness. Here come Bernardo. I thought we was going to have a night without Bernardo, and it failed me again.
We never have a night without Bernardo and Tio is in the room. We never have a night.
That's true, D3. Yes, that's true.
You're
going to start treating him.
I'm wondering if y'all like the guy and a guy runs the 54 instead of taking a mandatory, because he's about to fight Josh Norman next. I mean Brian Norman. I don't know why I keep saying Josh Norman, but Brian Norman next. So when he stopped him, will Bud try to go to 160 to run away from Teal? I mean, he just keeps running from Teal. I don't know how y'all don't see.
All right. Okay. Hey, BVO, real quick, right? We want to stay on track, right? We want to stay on track. The Queen still got more questions.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Come in here with that. You wait real quick. You come in here being disrespectful. So go have a slice of pizza. Sit down in the corner and be quiet. Thank you very much. Go on, Queen.
I need you to just send me my final call real quick, Deep Crush. But other than that, my bad. I'm out of here, y'all. Do your thing. Peace.
BVO Lopez.
Juan called him Bernardo Lopez. Shout out to the homie Juan.
And shout out to the whole
Queen,
chat.
What you got, Queen? Yeah, I appreciate it.
He should have stayed around for the next one or this one, so y'all can get on.
He might jump back in. He might jump back in. Go ahead, drop the question.
Which fight is more likely, Bud versus Boots, or Bud versus T.O.?
Neither.
Well,
neither.
No, wait.
I'm
Go ahead, D3. You got it, bro.
Let D3 be quiet.
I'm gonna say this. It's very, 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 very unlikely that Bud would ever get T.O. Because if T.O. do move to 47 and he gets that belt from Brian Norman Jr., if he gets the belt from Brian Norman Jr., he ain't gonna make it past Boots. Because Boots going to knock on that door. He ain't making it past Boots. So it's more likely,
make it past Danny Owens, man.
It's more likely that Boots would be the fight that we see before we see a T.O. fight. I don't see T.O. I really don't see T.O. making it past Brian Norman Jr., to be honest with you. I don't see him making it past.
I think Brian Norman Jr. gonna put something on him.
That's tough.
To be honest, I don't think he'll pass Brian Norman. So if he go up there and he gets the Brian Norman Jr. fight.
Only thing about that, I disagree with y'all about that. I can't bet against them on fights like that. Now, if you put him in there with Boots or Bud, I mean, come on now. But Brian Norman Jr., I mean, that's not a terrible fight, man. And I mean, that's very winnable for T.O. Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna tell you,
I can't bet against him. I would probably favor T.O. in that one.
It would be more likely that T.O. will win that fight if Brian was still at 140. Brian is at 147.
Yeah,
T.O.
like a dog.
T.O. can't crack an egg at 140, so he definitely ain't cracking no eggs at 47.
Damn.
T.O. gonna be on his bike. He's gonna be on his bike the entire time.
Yeah, but that's what he does. That's what he's good like that. Counter punching.
Hey, hold up, D3. Unless he Unless he gets some of what Clarissa had Saturday night.
And I bet you, all the times that we see T.O. on his bike, we never hear BVO say T.O. be running.
It's
We
not
never hear
running.
that.
It's not running when he do that. That's bars, right? That's over the head bars. If you don't know,
T.O. has never ran in any fight, man. I don't know what you're talking about. It's called fighting off the back foot, man.
You haven't watched T.O. fight. You haven't watched
Cry
T.O.
me a Cry me a river, man. Careless whispers. Here he come with the T-Ho pom-poms and stuff like that. Listen, man, we're not going to make tonight's show about T.O. It shouldn't even be a discussion. You see the graphic picture in the blueprint. Why is your little ho-ho T-ho-ho's a no-go? Keep coming up because of you, man. Your fascination with it. We're going to have to treat you like how they used to treat Mr. T on the 18 because he didn't like to fly planes. We're gonna start giving you a tranquilizer, man. Yeah, we're gonna put you to sleep, man. We're gonna hit him with some MK Ultra, man. You know what I mean? So he can be alright when he come on. Sedate him a little bit. But we're gonna pray for you tonight too. Don't worry about it, bro. You'll be alright.
We're done with you for the rest of the night. So you guys are safe. Everyone's safe. Next question. Right. Will Iron Man Charlo take back over the division again?
I don't see why he can't. That's all I got.
You say, can he take back the division again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can he take back over?
Yeah, I mean, well, he can. Whenever he decides to come back, because he said he was coming back. Whenever he decides to come back, he automatically got a title shot because one of the belts that they took from him, they put him in recess. So he's
what
already.
What sanctioning body was that? Free educate the people.
Do you know? I believe it was the WBC that put him in recess.
They like Charlo.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the WBC that put him in recess. So if with him being in recess, which means he comes back, he's the champion. So the winner of Earl versus Pandora will have to fight Jamel right away, or they lose their opportunity of becoming a champion. Because they a champion while he's in recess, but when he comes back, he's the champion. They got to fight him in order to maintain that status of being a champion. So, it was the WBA. Okay, whichever one it was, whichever sanctioning body, whichever sanctioning body, he's the champion in recess. So the champion in recess is just mean you're not active. So they put you in recess, but when you come back, whoever has that championship status has to fight the actual champion in order to keep that status. They have to fight him and beat him to keep that status. If they choose not to fight him, they automatically lose that status, and Jamel is granted the full champion. So he already has a title fight when he comes back. All he has to do is just fight everybody else to get his other titles back. So he can win the division back. It's just a matter of, is he still hungry like he was when he won it the first time? That's what the problem is. I don't know if he's as hungry as he was before, because the Jamel Charlo before was hungry. He wanted to be undisputed. Well, he already won undisputed at 54. So him going back to try to get undisputed again, if the match get kind of tough, you gonna be like, man, I already did this joint. I ain't tripping. I was already undisputed. I ain't tripping. I can go to 60 and try to get undisputed up there. So I don't know if he's as hungry as he was before. That's the only question.
Yeah, he definitely can take back over. I mean, he can beat them, but Bud is there. It's some big fights at 154, but I believe that he can take back over, and he will, and he'll run into maybe hopefully Terrence Crawford, or Bud decide to chase Canelo. That's what he does. Then Nell is there. You got Earl. You got Fundora in there. You got some dogs in 54. So I say he can take back over, and I say that he will. That's pretty much it.
Next question.
Should Bud be on upset alert?
Most definite. Most definite. It can be an upset alert. And like I said, a lot of people don't know his opponent. I don't know. I haven't seen his opponent fight. What I will say,
he's basic.
What I will say is the man is undefeated. He got one draw, but he came in fighting 10-round fighters. Fighting 10-round fights. He's only fought 10 rounds and 12 rounds. He never fought 8, never fought 6, never fought 4. It's been 10 or 12. Everybody that he has fought has a winning record. Everybody he beat has a winning record. I think the only person that has double digits, I believe the guy was 24 and like 14. Everybody else was like 22-1, 29-9.
Yeah, but who were those guys? Nobody.
It doesn't matter who they was.
It does matter.
It does not matter, because if that's the case,
Terrence Crawford, it matters.
If that's the case, if it mattered, Terrence Crawford wouldn't have beat Earl, because Earl's resume was better. If it matters, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, the man came in fighting 10-round fights. He never fought 4-rounders. He never fought 6-rounders. He never fought 8-rounders.
And
everybody he fought had a winning record. So when you fighting guys that got a winning record, those are guys that beating other people. They ain't like you normally see people start off in the pros. They fighting guys that got losing records, or they only got a couple fights.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody he's fought had under 23 fights. Everybody had at least 23 fights or more, and they all had winning records. So it's not like he's fighting a lot of bums. He's fighting good quality opponents. We just don't know who they are. Because we don't know who they are doesn't mean that they bum. It just means we don't know them.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know them to call them bums. I've never seen none of them. But what it looks like on tape to me is that the guy's, he's just basic, but he's, big and brolic and strong looking, But other than that, he just looks pretty basic to me, and I don't think Terrence Crawford's going to have any problem with him Saturday night. That's just me.
Yeah, William Oldskool said, yeah, the guy, he can fight. He's been watching his fight since yesterday. The dude has power in both hands.
Okay. I seen him fight one time, so I'm not going to go against Brother William because I only seen him fight one time. Because I went back and just watched his last fight, or I don't know, maybe his last fight, but I wasn't all that impressed. I was like,
Yeah, the dude, I'm not saying that he's going to go in there and beat Bud. I'm saying there's a possibility that he can. But one, the man is already acclimated at 154. Bud has never fought there. Yeah. This is the first time Bud has fought.
That guy ain't never seen nobody like Terrence Crawford before, bro.
I'm not going to say he has. I'm not going to say he has. I'm not going to say he hasn't, because I don't know who he fought.
On top of that, not only that, he hasn't never seen nobody like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford has seen somebody like him before.
Who?
I don't know. Pick one of them.
None of them are like him. Nobody that he fought is like that dude.
I don't know. Big, strong, Earl. I ain't gonna say Earl, but I gotta look. I don't have that off the top of my head, but I believe that Terrence Crawford has fought a style like his before. I'll say that.
He might have fought a style like him,
and that boy ain't never fought
anybody
no
like him.
Terrence Crawford. He ain't never fight no switch hitter like Terrence Crawford. That's all I'm saying. That's why I give Terrence Crawford the advantage. I know, I hear you, but I'm just saying.
And like I said, he might have fought a style like him. That doesn't mean he fought anybody that's like him. He might have fought a style like him.
That's a good one there, like that. Mean Machines. I can't think it off the top of my head, but that's a good one there.
Mean Machine. Mean Machine not like that dude. Mean Machine has a style like that dude, but he's not like that dude. Mean Machine don't have power in both hands.
That's what my point was, Free. That the guy ain't never seen he ain't never fought a style like Terrence Crawford, but Terrence Crawford fought a guy like him before.
How do you know he never fought a style like Terrence Crawford?
That guy ain't never fight nobody like Terrence.
How do you know he never fought a style like Terrence Crawford?
You tell me what on his resume.
I didn't say he did. You said he.
What are you saying then?
Listen. You can hear me if you listen. You saying this guy has never fought a style like Terence Crawford, but all you seen
Guaranteed
was
that he
one.
hasn't.
You don't know shit about boxing.
BVO, stop cutting me off. All you see him fight was one fight. So how can you say he's never fought a style like Bud Crawford if you only seen him fight one fight? You can't say that as it a fact. You never seen him
Hold
fight
on,
once.
you got cut off. You got cut off. What was you saying, bro? I didn't even get to hear that. Juan's
I say
stupid.
you cannot say that man has never fought a style like Bud Crawford when you only seen him fight one
There's
fight.
not a lot of styles like Bud Crawford's. How many people you know like him?
Dog, you
Maybe
cannot
Duran?
say. Listen what I'm saying. You
Those
cannot
kind of
say.
fighters three are not just a dime a dozen.
Dog,
and out of them 10 or 11 people, I guaranteed you they ain't know not one switch hitter on
you
his
don't
record.
know nobody that he
Man,
fought.
I'm willing to bet it.
You don't know nobody that he fought.
I don't need to know nobody he fought because he only fought 10 niggas.
And I never
there's
said
not a
that
lot of switch hitters.
You're just talking and you're not listening. I never said that he fought anybody like Bud Crawford. I said you can't say that if you didn't see the guys that he fought.
Well, I'm saying it anyway. How about that?
Yeah, you're wrong.
We can move on with the questions, Queen. I ain't wrong.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas?
Pretty good. Next question.
This is the last question of the evening.
Okay.
Who should Tank fight next?
All of them at the same damn time so he can whip their ass.
Ass whooping time.
Ass whooping time.
Well, Tank stop ducking, man.
Come on, man. Come on already.
BVO, are you gonna be you're not gonna be part of the show. You ain't gonna just pop in and say stuff and then bounce. You're gonna be part of the show.
I will stay here for this topic, man.
All right, Queen, to get seriously to the answer, it's not who he should fight. It's about who's willing to get in there with him. He already got said who he wants to fight, so I can't say who he should fight. His name's on that list. They gotta answer the call. So who's ever willing to get in there with him, that's what matters to me. You know, that's all I got.
Yeah, I want to see him. Go ahead, Free. I'll go last.
I think Tank Davis should fight next. Who he should fight next? I think he should fight Shakur next. If Shakur doesn't answer the offer, then I think he should go after Williams Zepeda. If Williams Zepeda don't answer the offer, then move up to 40. None of them guys want to fight you. Move up to 40. Because those are the three top guys that's left at 140 right now. I mean, at 135. It's Williams Zepeda, Shakur, and Loma. Loma already ducked. Shakur is next on the list. If Shakur doesn't answer the call, then Williams Zepeda, you next. You don't answer the call, I'm going to 140. None of y'all get money.
I like that.
I don't really want to see the Zepeda fight personally. I mean, if he's gonna fight somebody, I want to see him fight. You know, well, Loma duck, so Shakur and Loma. I don't really care for Zepeda fight like a lot of people do. That's just me personally, but I just want to see Shakur next. I don't know why it shouldn't get done. I think it'll be a big event. I think the turnout will be nice. I think the pay-per-views will be solid, and the gate and everything will be good because we're all going to be talking about it, and we're all going to tune in. So I want to see that fight next. Like, should he fight him next? Oh, he can do whatever he wants to do because Tank is number one. So, but I want to see him fight Shakur next. That's it.
I will say this: we all know how Tank is. He cherry picks and he only picks guys that he know he got an advantage against. So we know he's not gonna fight that guy that just beat Navarrete. We know he's not gonna fight Matias. We know he's not gonna fight King Teo. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, he should just go ahead and fight Shakur. I don't think he will because I keep hearing Coach Calvin and them coming out saying that fight's not next. That fight doesn't look good for Tank and Shakur make Tank look bad. And I agree with that. If I was Tank, I would fight Zepeda. I would go back to fighting the Mexican yard company people and do that. At the end of the day, man, we still haven't seen Tank fight anybody since he fought Mario Barrios. We still waiting for him to get into a 50-50 fight.
Oh, here we go.
And
I
You
thought
say,
they was
hold
down,
on,
Chat.
Chris.
You
I didn't
just
interrupt
named
say
you. I
he
didn't
somebody at
wouldn't.
interrupt you.
140
I didn't
pounds.
interrupt y'all.
You say he wouldn't. You did interrupt me. You said he
I
wouldn't.
interrupt you.
Yes, you did. You played a video while I was talking. You interrupted me. You said he wouldn't fight Belichick. Like that dude is somebody.
No, I'm saying that's one of the guys to fight, but I'm just saying really the fight that we all want to see, let's just be real. It's either him and Shakur, or we want to see him fight Tio or him fight Devin Haney. Pull Devin Haney out the grave and maybe fight Devin Haney.
Nobody's worrying
Um
about Devin Haney.
the thing I will say is this. I'm just so shocked that you guys don't bring up the fact that Tio, I mean that what's his name? Tank never wanted to be undisputed until Devin Haney left the division. So
Oh
I don't know
my
why y'all don't call.
gosh, here you
Why
come
don't
with
you
this
guys?
nonsense
I'm
again.
asking you. Why don't you call Tank a duck? He ducked
Oh,
Devin Haney.
how many times?
He ain't duck no Devin Haney.
How many times we
No,
gotta go
he
through
did
this?
not.
You like that daggone record that got scratched and it just keep repeating itself. We didn't already went through this for like 4 lives. We didn't went through this like 4 lives. You want to keep asking the same question like we're gonna change what we already said.
And see that's the thing. That's the thing, Free. You
The
going at me.
man didn't
I'm just
duck
trying to
you.
have a boxing conversation. All I'm saying is this.
Not talking that nonsense.
All
You
I'm
ain't
saying
trying
is
to have
this.
no boxing conversation.
And
You're
y'all
not
and
trying to have
everybody
a
know
conversation.
and everybody know BVO, they call me Benando or the original
Bernardo
name, all that
Lopez, and
stuff,
they
right?
said it was your
But
new
that's
name.
okay because BVO gives you an unbiased opinion. The thing is this: I'm a Tank supporter, but I will just be thanking God for the day when Tank fights somebody that he actually has a chance of losing to. He has never fought anybody that has a real opportunity to beat him, and when he did, what did he
You
do? He
sound
called away.
jealous.
Hold on. I don't have a dog in the fight. My favorite fighter got beat to death by Jilly Zhang. So I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just saying Tank is not who you think he is.
Every week.
Tank is
What are
not
you
who you
talking
think
about?
he is.
He's
Go ahead.
everything I think he is, so you can't
Y'all keep
change my mindset.
interrupting me. Can I get a point
Cause
out?
you gonna cause you gonna tell me he ain't who I think he is. Man,
Can
you
I
crazy.
finish
You
the
need to be
monologue?
interrupted with that nonsense.
Crush,
There
can
ain't
I
no
finish the monologue?
monologue, bro.
Crush, can I finish the monologue? All I'm saying is this. I get that.
You trying to avoid this cook. I'm about to put you in the grave though. You ain't gonna escape it. You ain't getting away.
Hold on.
You ain't getting away, goddamn.
Let's not get carried away. I don't want to have to cook my brother
I'm always
alive. Hibachi
carried
style.
away. I'm always carried away, bro. I'm
And
always
I
carried
bought my
away. Who
licking
won
stick.
it?
I bought my licking stick if I gotta pull it out as well. But I'll say
I'm
this.
the only one with the licking stick, bro.
I'll say this. I love how y'all defend Tank. Tank has never challenged himself. He's never been undisputed. He hasn't even been unified. So I'm still
What's the
understand.
accolade? It's an accolade. He never been none of that, but he's the biggest thing in
Come
boxing,
on,
bro. So we
Crush.
don't
Come
care
on,
about
Crush. It's
that,
me,
cause
baby.
none of
Let me
yeah, it's you, and
finish.
you sound like a baby. We trying to tuck you in the bed, but you're being hard headed. Give him some hot bottle of milk. We don't want to hear that crap, that capping, bro. We don't want to hear that capping.
So does it?
You
It means.
interrupted the cipher, bro.
So does
I
it? Does
With
it
that
mean?
capping.
Does it mean you're not a great fighter because you're not undisputed?
hold on. Can I finish? I said
I'm asking you a question.
the
It's either
man. Hold
yes or
on.
no.
I'm trying to finish my point. The thing is this: the man has never been unified. He's never fought
There
the
you
best
go.
fighter in the division. All he's done is beat a lot of dudes that cut grass, and y'all want to give him all this credit. At the end of the day,
Hey,
just because.
hey,
Hold on, can I finish, Crush? Crush, can I
Yo,
finish? You my
BBL
brother.
say he
I
don't
love
never
you.
fight people that cut
You
grass.
my
Yo,
brother.
you out of control, bro.
If you go to North Philly, go to South Philly, go to Cleveland, go to DC, we seen those guys cutting grass every morning with their brown jumpsuits on. Those are
I
guys that
know.
Tank
Ain't
has
no
been fighting.
grass in Philly.
Those are guys.
you know,
Those are the guys that Tank's been fighting. I
Ain't
want Tank.
no grass in
oh
D.
man, here we
I
go.
want Tank to grow. I want Tank to grow up and stop letting these people baby him and fight somebody. He fought Hector Garcia. Then he fought. I'm not gonna bring up that coward's racist name. He fought that racist coward, and then he went in there against Frank Martin, who was a prospect. So at the end of the day, I get it. Y'all talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Tio.
Are you going? Is you going to answer my question? So because you wasn't unified, you wasn't a undisputed champion. That means you're not a great fighter.
Of course it doesn't, because Roy
Okay.
Hey,
Jones is
Devin
great.
Haney. And Devin Haney beat a nobody to become undisputed. So what you mean? And just like I said, all that accolade crap don't mean nothing. All them dudes ain't the face of boxing, and they ain't packing the seats like him. So what you saying don't even matter, young man.
I get
all
it.
this stuff about
you
don't get it. No, you don't get it because you got it. You wouldn't be running your mouth about it, bro. Yeah, so it don't matter.
He not the first
that's
one.
what's
Hold on. He light skinned. He got braids.
And we don't care about his complexion, bro. We don't care. We don't care about that.
He's an attraction. He's an
Can
attraction.
I ask you a
People want to
question?
go see him.
Ask you a question.
And he'll whip everybody ass that went undisputed.
One of the brothers
all
in the
that.
chat said,
Whip their ass.
Ask you a question, BVO.
One of the brothers in the chat said muting.
Hey, can I ask you a question, BVO?
Oh, go ahead.
Where's Shakur at right now?
I don't know where Carmen Sandiego is. He's disappeared.
I say Shakur.
That's what I said. I don't know where Carmen Sandiego is. He's disappeared. I don't know where he's at. We haven't heard from
You know why you haven't heard from him?
Why?
Because the press is on. You don't hear from nobody when the press is on.
I heard T.O. say he will fight Tank any day, anytime.
We don't care about what T.O. say. He need to worry about 140. That's what he need to worry about.
Where were you?
He is not the number one.
And T.O.'s
what are you talking about?
47 to go beat up Brian Norman. And the fact that y'all think Brian Norman can beat a two-time lineal champion, a guy who was a lineal champion in one of the original 8 divisions. Come on, man.
Wait. First of all, you got damn right he got a good chance of beating him. First of all, slow down with that nonsense because your nut ass homie Tio got 2 goddamn Willy Wonka gift cards when he first got to 40. Sandro Martin beat him, but they robbed him. Ain't you crazy? I got Brian Norman stopping him, bro. I got him stopping him in 8.
And I'll put like this.
We can bet whatever.
Melon Quinn,
I got Brian stopping him.
Melon Quinn, I know you agree with me on this about the whole Tank and all this stuff. We want T.O. versus Tank. That's the fight that we want. Why can't we get it?
Wait a minute. You said I agree with you.
No, the heck you don't.
I'm sure you would agree with me.
No. I don't want T.O.
You know what that means?
You said
Get out the daggone way. Get out the way.
Wait a minute. Was that a sound effect?
You know, whenever I play with it, these 3 get to crying. So
You don't know shit about boxing.
No, I say don't cut me off.
You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
I don't care about you playing your videos. I said don't cut me off.
This is my thing. This is the thing that get me. We talk about Tank, you know, all this stuff, but he ain't even been. He's almost 30 years old. He ain't even been unified yet.
Hey, can I?
Who cares about that?
Can I say something real quick?
Who cares about that?
Can I say something real quick?
Nobody don't give a damn about that. Nobody gives a damn about that, bro.
You've been a hypocrite because everybody else was already. Everybody was already unified at this point. Roy wasn't unified before at this time.
Nobody cares about that, bro. Is unified packing stadiums? Is it? It's being unified packing stadiums,
both
bro.
Ways, man.
No,
you sound like Floyd. Now hold on. See, I'm about to cook you now.
You ain't gonna cook nothing, man. You ain't gonna cook nothing, bro.
You know for a fact.
You ain't gonna cook nothing.
You're gonna end up like Mayweather. Listen,
you ain't gonna cook nothing,
You're gonna be talking
bro.
about all he cares about is the money, but got no legacy. Tank is 29 years old and has no legacy.
He got a legacy. He's whooping ass. He got a legacy.
The games. He ducked Devin Haney.
Can you stop the game? Devin Haney got a legacy too. He got a legacy getting his ass whipped and going out like a bitch. Who he beat? He became undisputed against a C-level fighter. You celebrating that nonsense? I'm talking this nonsense about who became undisputed. Make that out of here.
Stop this game.
I kick your ball over the fence with that cat.
Stop the games, man. He became undisputed, man. T.O. was
against
unified.
a C-level fighter. Against a C-level fighter. And where he at? Where is he at? Where's he at? He undisputed. That shit don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. He did beat somebody. He did beat somebody. But
no matter what you
say, why did you?
Tank has never fought the best guy in his division ever. So stop the cap.
You're right. You're right. You're right. He hasn't. You know why he hasn't? Because Tank is the best guy in the division. You damn right he hasn't forward. And now on to the next.
He was never the best in the division.
He is the best. He is the best.
He got to fight somebody to be the best, man. He got to fight.
He is fighting people. Yeah,
like
whatever.
Who?
Your boy Ryan Garcia lost to a C-level Ryan. Talk about that.
Well, we don't talk about no racist coward like that.
Talk about
I don't
these,
even bring his name
man,
up on here.
talent is talent, bro. Your boy got his ass whipped by him. How about that? And wanted to sue like a little bitch. What you talking about? Keep bringing up these accolades.
Oh, okay.
That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. Them accolades and stuff don't mean nothing. None of these dudes is the face of boxing. Nobody's crying. It's packing the arena to see these nut ass dudes. He is.
Stop capping.
Man, I don't care what you say about no Canelo, man. Ain't nobody talking about no damn Canelo. Everybody want to see Tank fight.
Man, stop playing the games, man. Stop the
no,
games.
he's not. Stop playing the games, bro. You always come with this weak ass nonsense, bro.
No,
messing up the show, man. Throw this,
that's what I do.
You ain't bringing no facts, man. Somebody throw this dude in the bridge somewhere, man. Somebody bury this dude in cinder blocks, man. Get him up on out of here, man. Hope you got springs on your shoes, cause we're gonna throw you off the roof.
Melanie Queen, let me ask you a couple questions if you don't mind, Queen.
Okay.
So you have you heard of a guy named Tank Davis?
Of course.
Don't even.
So quit interrupting me, Crush. So when you look at Tank Davis, can you name a guy that he beat that was really great, Melanie Queen?
That was really great.
First
I'll say this.
Huh?
You guys are at a point of boxing that I'm not. So you guys may know a lot more than myself.
No, I'm not saying you gotta know a lot. I'm just saying, do you know of anybody that he beat that you would say was good?
Don't try to switch it on. You said great the first time.
I'll say Leo Santa Cruz. People got him in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Brad.
There you go. I mean, he will
I'll just
make
say
the
this.
Hall of
I'll
Fame,
say this.
right, BVO? Yes or no?
Who Tank?
No.
Tank will make the Hall of Fame, I'm sure, but he's never beat nobody.
Leo Santa Cruz, is he going to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but Leo Santa Cruz is small. He went down to 130.
Well, it doesn't
he was
matter.
actually
He
the bigger
beat a
man.
Hall of Famer. So when people say he ain't beat nobody, well, he has a Hall of Famer. That what y'all said.
Santa Cruz was old when he beat him, man. He was old.
I don't know about that.
Here we go.
He wasn't old. I don't know about that.
And it's the thing. It's the thing that y'all don't want to admit about Tank. Tank is the same guy who ducked Gary Russell Jr. and got Gary Russell Jr. almost blackballed from the sport because he wanted to fight him. So let's not play games. He ducked Tevin Farmer, my dude from Philly.
He did not duck Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer was promised a fight. He said, get a belt. He got a belt, and Tank never gave him a fight.
And Tevin turned down $2.5 million. He turned down $2.5 million for Jojo Diaz. Go do your homework, buddy. Go do your homework.
I did my homework, buddy.
That's why Tevin Farmer wound up fighting Jojo Diaz, because he turned down $2.5 million that was offered by Tank. Get out of here with that capping, man.
I never heard about no $2.5 million. I'll look that up.
Yeah, well, go look it up. Go look it up, kid. Go look it up. Go look it up. With all that capping you doing.
This the thing, man.
You gotta.
I would love the day when Tank Davis stopped fighting guys he's expected to beat. The man's 29 years old, and you never seen him in a fight where you say he's going to lose. We never seen him in a fight that we say he was going to lose. Never.
Okay, so what fight did Devin Haney fight that you said he was going to lose, or that you thought Tio was going to lose?
The Lomachenko fight.
And what fight did you think Tio was going to lose?
Why are we talking about
and Josh Taylor?
Because that's Bernardo. That's what he does. Gets on my nerves.
Why are we talking about Tank Davis?
Because this clown.
This is the thing. Well, we talking about only reason we're not talking about Bud Crawford is because we already know he's a POS. He's fighting an easy fight. He's gonna beat this dude up, and really, he never had the nuts to fight Mel. That's what it is. He never had the nuts to fight.
You made the live stream. I was trying to get back to regular scheduled programming. We went way up.
I didn't make the live stream. This is Prize Fighter. Prize Fighter made this stuff today, but he did all the questions and everything. But it's okay. Shout out to my man Prize Fighter for putting this together. And I always try to be unbiased because no matter what we say,
You being biased.
You
being biased.
Being biased
You
about
always being biased. Everything you say out your mouth.
The black man can't be biased, but that's okay. It's impossible. It's impossible for me to be biased. But I want to ask you guys a serious question before we get out of here. I want to ask you guys a serious question, and I want to start with you, Lonely Queen. Do you think boxing is in a good place?
Yeah, because we're getting fight.
Straight like that.
Yeah, when you say we get in fights, like what fight have you seen that you say, you know what, I can't wait to see that fight?
Wait a minute. You said what fight have I seen and said I can't wait to see
what I'm
that?
saying is there a fight that happened that you was looking forward to seeing?
Yes, the return of Tank Davis.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I wanted to see a fight. My favorite fighter, Deontay Wilder, didn't get a fight. I wanted to see him fight Joshua. That never happened.
That was never gonna happen.
I wanted to see Teofimo versus Tank. That seemed like that's never gonna happen. I wanted to see Shakur. I wanted to see Keyshawn Davis versus Shakur. That seemed like that won't ever happen. I want to see Keyshawn Davis versus what's that guy's what's the dude that's training in Philly now? The Cuban dude. I can't think of his name with the beard.
Andy
Cruz.
I wanted to see that fight. We still ain't got that fight. I want to see Abdullah Mason versus Emiliano Vargas. We seem to not be able to get that fight. And Vargas said he would fight Abdullah Mason now. So I'm just wondering why Abdullah is ducking. You know what I mean? If Emiliano,
hey, how's he ducking, bro?
Nobody's talking about that fight. Nobody's ever talked about.
What are you talking about?
Emiliano said he'd take that fight now.
Emiliano ain't sent nothing to no damn Abdullah Mason, bro.
Nothing to nobody. He only got 10 fights.
You say he said he'd take the fight now. The fight is not.
Take the fight now.
The fight is not on the table, so it's not a duck. There's no fight on the table.
Thank you.
Neither one of them are in position to fight each other. Neither
But we
one
haven't heard Abdullah Mason call nobody out.
Why would
he? Don't call people out. He just knock them out.
14 fights in. Why would he? Who have money?
And I'm an Abdullah Mason fan. He ain't fought nobody. Abdullah Mason is fighting tomato cans, yo.
Who have Vargas called out? Who have Vargas called out?
Nobody fighting nobody.
That old man he fought was a WBA champion like 10 years ago. That
Vargas
old man he just fought.
Who have Vargas
that
called
old
out?
man. Nobody.
I can't remember the old man's name that was a champion at 130.
He didn't call him out. He fought him. He didn't call him out. He fought him. Vargas didn't call him out. He fought him.
No, I didn't say he called nobody out. I said that he said that he would love to fight Abdullah Mason now.
The question was
out.
That was crazy.
He ain't called nobody out.
Yeah.
Okay, then, so
I guess so. Thank you, D-Free.
Here we go with the disrespect, man.
What are you talking about? You making absolutely no sense. You say he ain't Abdullah Mason ain't called nobody out.
Vargas said he want to fight Mason.
Neither have Vargas. I don't see you having the same energy for Vargas.
Hold on. Abdullah Mason just called out Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, wow.
Keyshawn was talking shit.
Vargas ain't called him out.
Oops.
Yeah, I don't know where you
Vargas
get that
call who out?
From BVO. I really don't know. Nobody's ever even talked about that. Like Free said, that's not even on the table because nobody's ever talked about it. They're too young prospects.
His dad said, listen, his dad said that Emiliano could be a champion within the next year.
So has Abdullah Mason father said. What are you talking about? No, you're not making any sense. Neither one of them are in position to call each other out. Neither one of them are in position to call each other out. If they call each other out, what do they get out of it? It's not boosting them anyway. It's not boosting them. It's not like Abdullah Mason is number 9 on the top 10, and this sanctioning body and Vargas is not ranked. It's not that situation. Neither one of them are in position to call each other. They trying to get to that position. So if Vargas' father or his team, if their father or his team want the Abdullah Mason fight, tell Oscar, go talk to, tell Bob to make the fight. They on the same promotional brand. Tell them go talk to Bob and make the fight if you want the fight. Ain't no you talking about here take the fight. The fight is not offered.
Are they
to
in
him.
the same weight class, D3?
Yeah, they're in the same
they
weight.
135.
Okay. I thought the kid, Vargas kid, was at 30.
You have like Abdullah Mason is making fights. Abdullah Mason don't make no fights. He got 14 fights in. He don't make no fights. Vargas got 10 fights in. He don't make no fights. These guys don't make fights, so it's not ducking because they don't make fights. They get fights handed to them. This is who you want to fight.
He would take the fight. That's what I was saying, Free. That's all I was saying.
What I'm saying is they are not in position to make fights, so it can't be a duck. They get fights presented to them. This is who we got you fighting next. Okay, I'll take it. That's what happens when you at that level. You don't make fights. That's not a duck.
Well, I want to ask Melanie Queen one more question before we get out of here. This is a little bit off topic, but I never got to hear a woman's point of view on this thing. Are you familiar with the whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion thing, Melanie Queen?
Yes and no. Really don't care about it.
So I don't know if you guys heard about. There's like some type of videotape that they say might possibly clear him. My thing is this: when you hear about a guy, involved in this, my one question is: do you think he ever got the benefit of the doubt that he didn't do it, or you guys think he was just assumed to be guilty? What do you guys think?
Yeah. I let the facts be played out.
Yeah, I had it wrong.
They lay the facts out.
Yeah,
and the
I don't know about that.
Tell the story. You already know my background. I go by what the facts say. The facts are laid out. They tell a story. You got a defense attorney. It's his job to put all the facts together to clear his fight. It's his job to put his. He got enough money to get a good attorney. It's his job to put all the facts together to clear his client. If there's a videotape that cleared him, obviously his defense attorney didn't do his job good enough. So that's his problem.
I don't know about that. I mean, I don't really want to touch that Megan Thee Stallion thing. Like, to be honest, I mean, it all looks just weird to me. So I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of them.
I'm not gonna cook on it, man.
I just feel like this. I think we gotta do a better job of teaching young men how to control themselves, and we gotta do a better job of teaching young women to not, if a man is emotionally weak, don't antagonize him. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what we get. We got weak men, and then we got a woman who might antagonize a weak man, and that could spell disaster. So I guess
what if a woman don't know that he's weak, and they sitting there joking around with him, and he flip out? It might not be the woman's fault. She might not know that he's like that. That could have been the first time he ever act like that. They could have joked around plenty of times, and nothing never happened. All of a sudden, this time he had an attitude. It could have been something that happened at his house before they went out. It could have been anything. It's not the women's fault because the man just decided to flip out. And I mean, it's certain situations where it could be the woman's fault. They could keep picking at a dude over and over again until the dude flip out. But it could have just been a simple situation where the dude flipped out and he never flipped out before.
I'm gonna have Melanie Quinn. I want to end with your opinion on this. What do you think about these new overly emotional men? And I want to hear a woman's point of view on that. What do you think about that, Melanie Quinn? Does that worry you how we seeing so many overly emotional men? What do you think about that?
Unfortunately, the households are built differently and not like they used to be, with the mother and father in the homes. And a mother can raise her son, but she can't make her son into a man. She can lead and guide, but at the end of the day, some of those feminine traits are going to rub off. if there's no male figure around. That's just my opinion. That's all I got on that. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, but that's just.
No, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that because I think sometimes as men we don't necessarily know like what a woman thinks on it, because I'm sure like when you in the dating world, or in my case, you be around different people and you just don't know how women are affected by this, because I think it's really scary that so many of these young guys are so emotionally triggered. But tomorrow we got a big day tomorrow. Unless we get Coach Kenny Ellis, which I'm speaking into an existence, unless we get Coach Kenny Ellis tomorrow, it's gonna be a sad day for D-Free, because I plan on crushing him live right here on BVO Boxing, and he got Sugar Ray Leonard, and I definitely got Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. So we're gonna have some fun. We got Melanie Queen, we got Prize Fighter, we got my guy Crush the Legend, and of course we got the Puerto Rican Prince himself, D-Free. So and we go on, man, and I think we're getting ready for the Angry White Man show, right?
I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. Tomorrow, when we start that live, that will be the last time y'all hear BVO call me the Puerto Rican Prince. It will be called the Master Debater after that point on.
One more thing before we go. One more thing before we go. Better not bring your kids, because it's gonna be a bloodbath. Don't bring your kids. We out, y'all.
We go up to the Angry White Man show, right, Melanie Queen?
Right.
I don't do this for fun, BVO. I don't do this for fun. All these other times I was up here debating with you, that was just fun. I'm about to show you what I really do when I debate for real.
Hey, we ready, man. We ain't
BVO, you prepared for this, BVO? Like, don't come sloppy.
No, I got my man. I got my brother Marky Dan working with me behind the scenes. We gonna crush Free. I got
a ghost
rider. You and Marky Dan, it would take both of y'all, and I still would beat both of y'all. I would beat both of y'all at the same time.
BVO, you got a ghost rider, dog?
No, I ain't got no ghost rider. I just said I'm working with my brother. I'm working with my brother Marky Dan on this. We gonna crush this dude.
It's gonna be Mortal Kombat tomorrow.
And you will no longer hear D-Free crying about me cutting him off. He'll just say, you know what? BVO's the man. Let me just be quiet. That's what he's gonna say.
This man is being coached to lose.
Hey, sounds good.
Well, I can't wait. How y'all doing that? Who's judging? I want to be up here on the panel for that.
We're gonna have Crush is going to judge, my man Marty the manager, and I'm trying to get I might grab somebody from the JBT as well. I might grab Hardcore or somebody like or D1 to do it for us. But let's get over to the Angry White Man show. And you guys already know, man, D-Free is cooked. And I'm sorry, I don't want you to be mad at me, man, because I'm not gonna take it easy on you. Man.
Oh.